Let's wrap up our discussion of live trace with what I'm calling a peek into the future of photography. I'll explain that as we go along. Here's a photograph of my wife on a typical winter day in Wichita, Kansas, USA. I like this photo, and I want to live trace it. I want to live trace it and then convert it into a photo, not a black and white sketch. So we're going to start by clicking the Live Trace button after we've selected her. And Live Trace is going to tell me something. First of all, it's going to say, this thing's pretty big. You sure you want to do this? And I'm going to do it anyway. Click OK. By default, it will convert it into a black and white sketch. I want more than that. So I'm going to come up here to our defaults and select High Fidelity Photo. This is Illustrator's idea of high fidelity, and we're going to watch this happen. It's going to take some time. That's the first stage. Now you'll notice there still are areas that say this is a vector, large fill areas like on her face. I want this thing a photograph, so we're going to do our own. We're going to go to the button right here for options. This is what I want you to do. Leave preview off for now. Change the max colors to 256. We don't need to worry about output to swatches. Knock down the blur from a 0.4 to a 0.3. Change your path fitting to 0. Minimum area to 0. And corner angle to 0. Once you've established these settings, I want you to click the preview button. This will take a bit of time. So what I'm going to do is cut that part out because this could take up to about 4 or 5 minutes and I don't have a slow computer. The nice thing about working in training is the trainer can cut out the boring parts. Check that out. The whole process took almost 4 minutes. And like I said, I don't have a slow computer. That looks like a photograph. But it isn't. Remember, it's a vector. Let's look at some numbers. Come over here. The number of paths in that image are 729,000. The number of anchor points, 5,798,169. That's my new personal record. I've exceeded that by double. 182 colors, 696,000 areas. What can you do with this? Absolutely nothing. You can't print this. There's no print press alive that could handle the math required to put this thing back together. Then why did I do it? Because I want to show you the face of the future. What you're looking at is not just my beautiful wife out in the snow. You're staring into the face of what I predict to be the future of photography. So I want you to put my name next to this prediction because it will happen. In the next 5 to 7 years, I'll give it 7 on the outset. What's the one thing we've always had a problem with in photography? Resolution. That will be in the past in the next 5 to 7 years. Cameras will be mathematical. They will not be digital. It will not change anything that we do. We will still be photographers, but it will release us from the last problem we have ever had in photography, and that's resolution. 5 to 7 years, put my name on that. I guarantee it's going to happen. Live Trace is showing you the future of photography.